I'm Mike Waring, alias the Falcon, now working for the government. The job doesn't pay very much, but one thing, I sure get to travel a lot. In this case, it was Denver, Colorado. But trouble arrived there before I did.
That's a private entrance.
Why, so it is, Mr. Shaver, so it is. That's why I use it. I like privacy.
You Mike Waring?
No, but thank you very much, Mr. Shavers.
Thank me.
Yes, for reassuring me that you and Mike Waring don't know each other by sight. That is the case, isn't it?
What business is that of yours? Who are you? What do you want?
Don't.
Well, you must be crazy to pull that gun.
Oh, not crazy, Mr. Shavers. A little greedy, perhaps, but not crazy. Open it.
You're in the wrong pew. There's no money in that vault. Nothing but files.
If you're stalling so that Mike Waring can arrive in the nick of time, forget it. His plane was late. Landed 10 minutes ago. So at best, it'll take him another 6 minutes to get here. I know. I timed it. Now, if you please.
What if I don't?
But you must. You're the only one that has the combination.
How did you know I'm the only one who can open that?
Mr. Shavers, don't you like living?
Certainly.
You have exactly 30 seconds.
You seem to know an awful lot, Mr.
Galt. Harry Galt. I know enough. For example, I know that you're a bachelor. I also know that you live in an apartment by yourself, out on Elm Street.
Yeah? Tell me, what do I have for breakfast?
Coffee. Relax. That's your secretary's buzz?
That's right.
Answer it.
Yes, Miss Martin. There's a messenger outside with a package for me.
Tell her to sign for it. You're busy.
Miss Martin, I'm busy right now. Will you sign for it, please?
May I?
It's a special messenger. I have to sign for it personally.
Tell her to send him in.
All right, Miss Martin. Send him in.
Now just write your name in his book. I'll be watching his face. The first reaction I see will be his death warrant, as well as your own.
Put it on the desk.
Sign here, please.
Whereabouts? There you are.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Never mind, Dad.
That might be something important.
Not to me, it isn't. My time's running out. Now buzz your secretary and tell her to leave.
Look, I don't understand.
You don't have to understand. Tell her.
Miss Martin, you can go now. I'll lock up. Have a nice weekend. I'll see you Monday.
Now, over to the vault. Move.
Look, what does all this have to do with Mike Waring?
You'll never know, Mr. Schaefer. Inside.
Inside? Well, that vault is airtight. I'll suffocate in there.
No use worrying, Mr. Shaver. I can promise you one thing. You won't suffocate.
Excuse me, my name is Mike Waring. There's nobody on the outside.
Oh. Come right on in. When I heard your plane was late, I let my secretary go. Welcome to Denver.
Thank you, Mr. Shavers. My credentials.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I doubt seriously if there's a crook in the country with nerve enough to impersonate the Falcon. You've got quite a reputation, you know.
May I?
Oh, please do. Help yourself.
Thanks.
By the way, just before you came in, I was going over the Morgan file. You handled it, didn't you?
Uh-huh. Morgan and another man, both masked, robbed the Veterans Administration Finance Office just at closing. Two of the guards jumped Morgan, but the other man got away.
So Morgan got away with the loot?
Morgan's a pretty tough boy. If one of the guards hadn't torn off his mask, we might never have caught him.
Yeah. He never talked about his partner, did he?
No. Morgan probably figures the loot all belongs to him since his partner ditched him.
So Morgan hid it, huh?
Yes, and not very far from here. He was only free 6 hours before we picked him up.
Could have been found by now.
No, I doubt it. The other man wouldn't have gone looking for it because that way he would have given himself away. Morgan only had one visitor in all the 6 years he was in the prison. That was his girlfriend, Lucy.
Well.
Of course, you know, we've had her under surveillance. If she came up with so much as a dime, we'd have been all over her.
That's right. She couldn't have it. So that brings us back to Morgan. Morgan's out of prison. Probably on his way to Denver right now for the money.
Probably. But the way he's been ducking the men we've had following him since his release, he knows we're going to look for him.
We've got to find him.
I'd gladly settle for the money and the checks, especially the checks.
Me too. There was just a couple of thousand in cash, but 10,000 blank Veterans Administration checks.
That's just the rub. Properly forged, those checks could cost Uncle Sam a fortune.
Yeah, we'll have to go to work and see that doesn't happen.
We?
Oh, I'm sorry. If you don't mind, I'd like to work on this with you. It's one case that I'd like to be in on personally.
Well, glad to have you.
Thanks.
Say, wait a minute. Aren't you going to put the file in the vault?
Oh, well, no. I think we'll just take it with us in case we want to check up on something later on, huh? You've been to Denver before, Mr. Waring.
Once before. I love the Mile High City.
Yes, we have wonderful skiing here in the wintertime.
190 years old and you're still whistling at girls.
Well, I keep telling you I'm only 79.
You've been 79 ever since I've known you.
I know, but you tell folks you're 80, and right away they start treating you like an old man. Anyway, you best be nice to me, young lady, if you want to read something.
Read something? Mary, it's a letter from Wade.
Yep, special delivery, too.
Well, give me it, Mary.
Who's your best foe?
You are, you old devil. Now give it to me.
Wade coming home?
Soon, Mary, soon. Mary, I have to go right away.
Well, go ahead. I don't want you fussing around me. You know, you're only a boarder here anyway. I'm the boss.
Remember now, no smoking.
Say hello to Wade for me. Coming.
Hello, Mr. Merriman. You still 79?
Can't say that's any business of the government, Mr. Waring.
There we go.
Who's this, another snooper?
My name is Shavers, sir.
Well, what do you want now? Wade's done his time.
Where's Lucy?
She went to meet him, if that ain't against the law.
Meet him? Where?
That's none of your business. I don't know anyway.
Look, Mr. Merriman, did Wade or Lucy say anything about a meeting place, a hideaway, a rendezvous, or...
Hideaway? Why, I'll bet that...
Then there is a hideaway. Where? Tell me, you old goat. Tell me.
Shavers! We're not the Gestapo. Are you all right?
I'm sorry, sir. I lost my head.
Well, let's not lose it again.
I said I was sorry.
You're after those checks Wade was supposed to have hid.
Sure, but that's not the reason we're here. I hate to have to tell you this until we already know.
No? Know what?
We have a tip that Wade's partner knows where the money is hidden. Word has it that he's going to kill Wade when he shows up.
No, you're lying. It's a trick.
Suit yourself. You don't know where the place is. I hope Wade is lucky. Shall we go, Shavers?
Yes. Wait. Look, I don't know where Wade hid the checks. But I know he's got a cabin up near Arapahoe Peak. He used to go there trout fishing, called it his secret refuge. But I don't exactly know where the cabin is.
That sounds like wild country.
It is.
Possibly one of the rangers can tell us which one is Morgan's cabin. Don't worry about Wade, Mr. Merriman. Oh, say, I brought you a little present.
Thank you, Mr. Waring.
See you, Mr. Merriman.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. That boy sure has good taste.
Well, here's the cabin, but where's Morgan?
Well, looks like we beat him here, all right. Say, you better park the car back in the trees where he can't spot it.
All right.
If this guy hid anything, he certainly wasn't a thief. He was a magician.
Maybe you hid it outside.
Maybe he did. But wait until the crew get... There's somebody coming. This may be our payoff.
If it's Wade Morgan, it will be the payoff.
Girl.
And what did you think I was, a fullback from Notre Dame?
Shavers, will you light that lamp?
Sure.
Oh, of course. You're Wade's girlfriend, Lucy.
It's a pleasure.
You're Waring, the man that had Wade sent to prison.
I'm afraid you're correct. Oh, and this is Mr. Shavers of the Veterans Administration Security Office.
Still a pleasure.
It's not mutual. And as for you, there's something I wanted to give you a long time ago.
Oh, wait a moment. We're not allowed to accept favors.
Thanks, honey. Now we know that Morgan's on his way up here. How soon do you expect him?
No, he's not coming.
Well, what did you do? Plan to eat all this yourself?
Yes.
Oh, no, come on. You don't even lie well enough to be interesting. I think we better tidy up so we can give ourselves a little room to walk.
Come on. You're not helpless.
Why don't you both go away? He paid for what he did.
Look, we'd be happy to leave if you'd show us the place where Wade hid the money and the checks that he stole.
Oh, so that's it.
That's it.
Well, if I knew, I'd gladly tell you. I begged him to give it back.
Sure you don't want the money?
No, I don't. You bloodhounds wouldn't understand, but all I want is a husband and some kids.
Easy. Maybe we do understand. But we've still got a job to do.
I know.
Again, I'll Shavers.
Give your muscles a rest. Let's go inside.
I suppose you'd liked it better if she'd gotten away.
No, mister. But you throw your weight around just a little too much when it comes to old men and girls. Sorry, Lucy.
The rod. Wade's fishing rod. You left it outside.
So what?
Nothing. Mr. Waring, isn't there any way I can persuade you to let Wade alone? I'd be very grateful.
What?
I really like you, you know.
Oh, really? You think you could go for me a little?
Oh, I could go for you a lot.
Well, let's just see how much.
I guess I'm not very good at vamping.
Frankly, you're ridiculous at vamping. But it was a nice try. And be glad. The world's got too many vamps in it already.
Hope he gets here pretty soon. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, me too. Hey, why don't you have a candy bar? It might help you some.
Not for me. I don't eat candy.
Don't you ever eat candy? You know, like chocolates?
I haven't eaten any candy in 10 years.
Well, Mr. Shavers, I saw a box of chocolates half eaten on your desk. Just who are you?
You know who I am.
Well, you're certainly no security officer the way you treated Merriman and Lucy.
Maybe I was a little overzealous, but I'm Shaver. I'll show you my credentials.
Freeze, hold it. I'll get them.
See?
That's Shaver's wallet, but what did you do with him?
My, but you're a hard man to convince. Get her! Hold it! Hold it! On your feet, Mr. Waring. Thanks for the break, honey. You're almost too smart for me, weren't you, Mr. Waring? Almost. Now, why don't you two go over and sit down?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Forget it, it's done. You know, I can think of only one other man that'd be after those checks.
Who's that, Mr. Waring? Let me see how close you can guess.
Lucy. Did Wade say anything about his partner, a description or anything like that? The man who ditched him after the robbery?
Close enough. I'm Harry Galt, but I wasn't his partner. I was the brains in the deal. It's about time I collected. All of it.
Mike, he means
Yeah. Now I wish there was a way we could warn Wade.
there was a way. The fishing rod. I was supposed to put it outside as a signal that everything was all right.
Do you think if we get that fishing rod back inside, you'll know there's trouble?
Only we can't.
Well, we can try. Follow my cue.
What's so funny?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
What's the joke?
You think Wade's gonna walk in here, don't you?
Why won't he walk in here?
Mike, don't tell him.
You better tell me or I'll slap it out of you. Come on, talk. All right, let's have it.
There's a fishing rod out on the porch. It's a signal to Wade. Something's wrong.
Thanks. Let's have no more jokes. You two better sit apart. Certainly taking his time. beans. Oh, well. Yeah. Someday somebody's going to invent a can opener that really works.
Hey, how about some food for us?
Why, Mr. Waring, what do you need food for?
When you put it that way, I guess you're right.
Then he was right. You're planning to kill us.
Not for a while. I may need you to persuade Morgan to talk.
Wade.
Hey, turn off the faucet, honey. Everything's all right.
I'll take that gun, Wade.
Sure, what's your problem? What are you doing here, anyway?
You've got a bad memory. It's a little matter of some cash and some blank checks.
So that's it.
Wade.
I'm sorry you think this is a joke, Wade.
There is a joke, Mr. Waring, and it's on you. You should have stopped by the Denver office before you came up here.
I did.
You did, but you couldn't have. If you had, you know I sent it back by special messenger.
You sent it?
Every dime of it, every last check. Oh, I'll admit I had ideas about keeping it for a while, but Lucy's talking finally sank in, and I got some sense. That's why I ducked those agents that followed me when I got out of the pen. I wanted a chance to send it back on my own, so she'd know.
That package. I had it right in my hands.
What package?
The package in Shaver's office. I had it right in my hands. It was the loot. I could have walked out with it.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of that package, Mr. Galt. We'll also take care of you. Let's go. Oh, for a wedding present, the marriage license is on the house. I'll take care of it personally. Larson. How often do I have to tell you to lay off my wife?
Alan Falcon is calling the radio phone, Inspector. Will you take it?
Put him on. Hi, Alan. How are you?
Fine, Paul. I'm up in Tandu country. Been here several weeks.
Yeah, I know. Having a good trip?
Paul, I'm worried.
Oh, what's wrong?
I think you ought to drive up here immediately. It's difficult for me to talk. My people will be here any second. I feel like I'm sitting on a case of gunpowder that's about ready to explode. When it does, somebody's likely to get hurt real bad.
All right, I'll leave here within the hour. I'll reach your place by tomorrow.
Thanks, Paul. Wouldn't ask unless I believed it might get out of hand.
I know. I'll get there as soon as I can. All right, bye. I want a complete report on all the people in Alan Tarleton's safari. Have my car ready to leave in an hour.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Larson.
Evening, Alan. Sit down.
Mr. Gibson asked me to find out whether you'd care to join us in the morning. He's confident of getting his big lawn.
Oh, don't kid me, Alan. A bully like Gibson doesn't ask. He commands. He just snaps his fingers and everybody's supposed to jump around like performing circus animals.
Then why not come along and avoid unnecessary trouble?
One day he'll go too far. You can't walk over people or beat them into submission. Even cowards pushed too far can become violent. He just gets angry, takes it out on his porters, or me, or his wife. He's no good. He should be strung up by his thumbs and left for the cats.
If he heard you, it'd only make matters worse.
You're afraid of him, too.
No, you're wrong. My job is to guide his hunting safari and see that nobody gets hurt.
All right, Alan. I'll join his stinking hunting party. One of these days, I'll figure a way to pay him back. But if he roughs me up just once more, I'll kill him. We're going to get the big lion tonight, Mutu. We're going to make Juana Gibson a very unhappy man. And in the morning, he's going to hate me. Just hate me. And I'm going to laugh in his face. When I do, it'll drive him crazy. He can't stand anyone taking anything from him. This is my first step in paying him back. After that, we'll see.
Yeah, well, as you say, neither of these guns has been fired. But that's not the point. The
position of the wounds, it's clear that Larson and his gun bearer couldn't have shot themselves or each other.
I still don't understand how you got here so fast, Inspector.
Routine, Mr. Gibson? I only wish I got here a day earlier.
Please hang it up.
Oh, Helen, this is Inspector Paul Derrick. Mrs. Gibson, Inspector.
Miss Gibson?
Inspector?
Well, go ahead, Inspector. I'd like to hear what my wife has to say.
All right. As you wish. Now, you are Helen Gibson, wife of Robert Gibson. Your home is in Bermuda. 6 weeks ago, you arrived in Nairobi with your husband and Mr. Raymond Larson. And Alan Tartan was engaged as a professional hunter to conduct a safari. The last 4 weeks, the safari has camped at this location and hunted in this area.
That's correct.
Except that Mrs. Gibson didn't do any hunting. My wife believes that the killing of wild animals is wanton waste.
I think that the killing of anything is unforgivable. Unless, of course, to sustain life.
And how did you occupy your time while the men were out hunting, Mrs. Gibson?
With a camera. I have an interesting study of animals.
Only because I insisted you came with me. Only because I made you stand beside me and photograph the animals.
Yes, Robert.
My wife is also deathly afraid of guns, Inspector. Aren't you, dear?
Yes, Robert.
This one shouldn't worry you too much. It's Larson's.
Let's talk about Larson, shall we? In the permit, I see that he was engaged as Mr. Gibson's secretary.
He'd been with Mr. Gibson in that capacity for several years.
Oh, come now. He was more than that, dear. Had to beat his brains out the other night when I found him coming out of your tent.
I use half my tent as a darkroom, Inspector. In this climate, negatives have to be developed quickly. Raymond Larson was helping me one night, and my husband misunderstood.
Larson understood by the time I got through with him. Sorry, dear. Just a slip of the finger.
Now I was in a position every police officer despises. Someone had murdered Raymond Larson and Mutu by sending a rifle bullet through the back of their heads. The big question was, who fired the rifle? Well, there was only one way to find out. It meant standing around, listening to the tales everyone was going to tell, and attempting to separate the lies from the truth, hoping that when I did, the little pieces would disclose the face of the murderer.
Well, what do you think, Paul?
Several things, Alan. Not enough to make a murder charge stand up in court.
I know what you mean. Nevertheless, Gibson did it.
Yeah, I think so too, but how? He managed to return to camp with you. How could he be in two places at the same time?
If I had that answer, I'd have them all.
Did Gibson hate young Larson?
I think so. In fact, I think sometimes he hated himself.
Yeah.
Wants people to knuckle down to him. And I'll swear that lion he's been chasing has become a fetish.
Nice fella. How about his wife?
How do you mean?
Well, business with Larson, was there anything in it?
As far as I can say, no.
You ever see them together?
When I did, he was either loading film into her camera or putting it in the truck for her. Now, if that proves they were in love, then Gibson's suspicion was right. Me, I'd say he was dead wrong.
Did Gibson leave camp during the night?
Could have, when we're all asleep. I can't swear to that.
How about Mrs. Gibson? Where was she?
In her tent, like most of the time. He's been pretty rugged on her. Recently, she's taken to having her dinner alone. I guess she finds that easier to put up with than his meanness.
You don't like him, do you?
As much as I do a cobra. I don't know how you're going to prove he murdered them, but I hope you do.
Well, something always turns up, Alan. You know that. There's always something to trip up a murderer. Why should it be different this time?
Well, he wants to know if he can hunt, or whether you're confining everyone to camp.
No, of course not. And I'm going to be with you. You know, Alan, sometimes you can learn a lot about a person, playing a lone card or handling a gun. You tell Mr. Gibson that everyone's free to hunt, including me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this looks like pretty good bush. I wouldn't be surprised if we found some game in here.
I'll go ahead and look for some photographs.
Well, you're free to come along if you care to, Inspector.
Be along in a minute.
Well, I'll go ahead and see she doesn't get into trouble.
Go on, Charles. Bring the gun. which way she went.